I just saw something funny. Yeah, just got home from work, and as I'm coming in the door, I hear the vehicle next door driving up. So, it's got to pass this house to get to their house. And I look over and I see the grandma with a neck brace on now. Oh, it just gets more entertaining every day. Today's date is June the 24th. And once again, I just got a letter from the Ventura County Sheriff's Department regarding, I'm sure, that bank. Okay, so this time it says no funds available. And the levy reaches an account in which Social Security payments are made to, so you can't access that. Yeah, attachment for Social Security funds, but they're still there. Both, I guess, defendant number 1 and number 2 share a checking account. Because defendant number 1 gets her Social Security check deposited into that account, I can't, I guess, seize any of the money. So I don't know how that works out, but apparently it works out in their favor, right? At this point, I just have to take a wild guess in the dark and just go do another bank levy when I think there might be more than the Social Security amount in there, and hopefully maybe it'll take place. But if not, it's not that I'm lacking documentation, though. Okay, so it's not that I'm lacking documentation, just because number 1 and number 2 share a checking account, and number 1 gets a Social Security check. As long as there's no other money in that checking account other than what her Social Security check is, it can't be touched. So, good thing I got that lien on the house, huh? They now have an attack dog. Oh. Today's date is July 1st. Actually, get ready to head to work and then off to the sheriff's station again to reissue another bank seizure. And I kept hearing this. It appears that my neighbor has decided to get herself an attack dog, because this dog is like, big. I can't tell if it's a pit bull or combination pit bull Labrador, or no, not Labrador, but it's a big, yeah, definitely a big scary dog. And he looked right at me as I'm doing my yard work. So, and he looks like he could jump that fence too. So yeah, definitely going to make sure the sheriff is aware that they now have an attack dog over there. So make sure when you enter the premises, you're wearing something protective. I know. And another thing, that big dog, he's going to be eating a lot of food, and it ain't going to be cheap to feed him. So I'd like to see how she explains being able to feed a 200-pound dog. One thing is for certain, that is not a service dog, you know what I mean? That is definitely an attack dog. And it's been nonstop barking, all day. So clearly it's made its presence known. Okay, so I'm here at the guardhouse. I can't actually re-sue her, but I can still make a pit stop at the sheriff's again. All right, here we go again. Okay, so I just left the sheriff's office, and, I got some good advice, because my neighbor does always rent out her spare rooms. I can actually go after the the roommates without even having to know their name, and it's considered a third-party levy. So, yeah, I went ahead and issued another bank levy today, another $40. And in the future, if I see somebody moving in, maybe that's who owns those dogs. I don't know. But I don't need to know their name. I just need to issue a third-party levy. I'm over here at code enforcement. I figured it's right next door. I'm going to go ahead and see if by any chance they can check to see if that dog is licensed. And of course, point out the fire hazard that's in the backyard. Okay, I just left code enforcement and had a talk with the head, I guess, code enforcement dude. It's kind of frustrating. He keeps telling me all the stuff they can't do because of her rights. Well, yeah, she has a right to just be a pain in my ass, I guess. Okay, I'm back home, and actually I just got off the phone with animal control, left a message because there was no human answering the phone, but I reported the barking dog next door who probably doesn't have a license and only arrived there a couple of days ago and has been barking nonstop the entire time. So, I don't know if that'll help, but I made sure they had the correct address, and well, I'm going to find out if that dog is licensed. I'm going to find out if it belongs to her or the new roommate, because if it's the new roommate, well then clearly I can send a third-party levy. But more importantly, that dog does not appear to be a very nice dog. It looks like it can come through that fence with no problem, and I still need to do my yard work. So, yeah, I don't like that dog next door. Not just because it's barking, but because it's very scary looking. One thing is certain, that dog next door is not a therapy dog. Not unless, of course, it's therapy for her to watch me panic. Maybe that is, I don't know. I just know that, yeah, the dog next door definitely is there to cause me some irritation. And if she can afford, if that is her dog, to feed that dog, she can afford to be sending me monthly payments, because that dog requires at least, I don't know, $300 a month in food, because it's a big dog, like 200 pounds big dog. So, yeah, my little dog, who is a therapy dog, doesn't require much food, but yeah, I'm guessing that dog next to me requires a lot of food. And, you know, I don't begrudge her wanting to have an animal. I mean, we all want a pet, right? But clearly that pet is expensive to feed. And, yeah, if she can afford to. Yeah, so, if that's her dog, then if she could afford to feed that dog, she can definitely afford to start making payments to me. But of course the mystery is, who does the dog belong to? Because I did notice when I saw that dog that the yard actually looks a little better in the front. So maybe the person she hired to come do her yard work in the front or something. Maybe, again, if she could afford to pay somebody to do her yard work, right? Because she didn't do the yard work, and there's no way the grandson did the yard work. No. But the front yard did look better. So, I don't know. Maybe she has a roommate, and that's the roommate's dog. Maybe the roommate's cleaning the yard for her. Who knows what's going on over there? I just know that there's been police over there. She's been, going over to the other neighbor's house and, I'm sure grooming her for some type of assistance that she needs or wants, or to borrow money from, or whatever. I don't know. Something's up next door, and there's a great big dog there currently, and has been there for the last 2 days that I've been hearing the barking, and I just saw the dog today. So, yeah, I called animal enforcement. I want to know who that dog belongs to. But I was out there doing some yard work again just a little bit ago, and I didn't see the dog. So maybe the dog's in the house. Like I said, maybe it belongs to somebody who's doing the yard work. Maybe it belongs to the roommate renting the room in the back, and the dog's in the house or in the room. I just know the dog wasn't in the yard while I was out doing it this time. But I suspect I'll see the dog again tomorrow when I'm doing the yard work. I don't know. The mystery does surround that dog. And if that is my neighbor's dog, that's a very big dog to be feeding. Yeah, that dog looks like he has quite the appetite. I just know it's almost 4th of July, and yeah. There's a new dog next door that's quite the mystery to me, and I don't know if she actually has a new roommate. I have noticed the last couple of days a woman coming from her direction of that house, whatever, and she talks on the cell phone directly across from the house here, underneath the tree. So, and then when she's done with her conversation on the phone, she walks back that direction. I don't know, maybe the woman's going to the house 3 doors away. I just know there is a big dog next door right now, really big dog, like 200 pounds, and it looks to be a cross of a pit bull, Doberman maybe. I don't know. It's a big dog. Okay, there's no way it's a therapy dog. It's definitely somebody's dog. Question is, yeah, is it her new dog? Is it a new renter that perhaps she got? Is it their dog? Is it somebody who's been doing the yard work's dog? I just know there's definitely a mystery with that dog, and I hope to solve that mystery soon. But oh yeah, it's a big dog. So hopefully it's just visiting there. But yeah, whatever's happening, I did do the bank levy against my neighbor again today, and you know, I probably won't see any money from that one either, but I can do it every single month. And if she does get a renter, apparently, yeah, I can do a third-party thing and go after the renter, and there's nothing she can do about that. So, yeah, it doesn't matter about the Social Security check or whatever. You know, the sheriff apparently will go straight to the renter and let them know that they need to pay the money to the sheriff. So that could be interesting. I definitely see that as an option. But I still want to know what's up with that dog next door. I do see another car starting to drive up next door. So maybe it has something to do with that dog. Maybe it has something to do with perhaps a new roommate. I don't know. I just know that there's definitely another vehicle starting to park here now. Yeah, it does appear that something's going on next door. There's a vehicle, there's a couple of people moving stuff in. So maybe that's the mystery of the dog. I don't know, but these 2 people definitely don't look like ideal tenants to me, but you know. Yeah. Always something going on next door. Yeah, definitely moving stuff in. They just opened the trunk, pulling stuff out. Yeah, I think I need to strike while the iron is hot, so to speak. And I head back to the sheriff tomorrow and put in I guess, a seizure of the third party, like I was told I could do if she got a roommate. Because it does appear somebody's moving in right now. 2 of them, actually. And here it is, like 11:30 at night, right? I'm just getting ready to go to bed. I see this. So, yeah, I think I'm probably going to head to the sheriff tomorrow and go ahead and give him another $40. Let them see if they can do a seizure on the third party, the tenants, the new tenants that appear to be moving in. Because they definitely appear to be moving in. And maybe that'll solve the mystery of the dog at the same time, you know?